Better sex life after 65? Overcome loneliness and boost men's sexual health. Many people mistakenly believe that sexuality disappears once we cross the threshold of 65, but the truth is that older adults continue to maintain intimacy. However, I know that behind this lies the pain of invisibility, when society and sometimes even the medical community treats your needs as unnecessary, forcing you to live with guilt about your own natural desires. For men, it's also the collapse of self-esteem when the body betrays the mind, leading to a sense of losing their masculine identity. Most painful of all is the loneliness within your own home, feeling emotionally and physically abandoned by your partner, plunging you into despair thinking you're beyond help after trying everything without success. Just because you've passed 65 doesn't mean your sex life is over. In fact, sexual satisfaction at this age is a key predictor of successful and happy aging more than ever before. In this video, I'll reveal real solutions to rediscover fulfillment through the knowledge I've researched. We'll decode the connection between loneliness and sexuality, understand gender differences after menopause, and how to invest in your health to escape those islands of isolation, helping you live fully and confidently. The connection with loneliness. A large-scale study in Germany involving over 5,000 people revealed a truth. Sexual satisfaction tends to decline after age 65. However, age isn't the only culprit. This study revealed an important predictive factor. If you feel lonely, you will certainly be less satisfied with your intimate life. We're living in an era where connections are broken. People gradually withdraw into separate islands and glue their eyes to phone screens. The pain of loneliness within your own home is real. Many men share that they feel abandoned by their partners emotionally and physically. It's the feeling of skin hunger and deep depression from being continuously rejected by the person they share a bed with. This loneliness devastates men's psychology more deeply than any disease. Science has proven people who maintain regular contact with family and friends not only have better health, but also maintain their passion more sustainably. Sometimes a small action like picking up the phone to check on an old friend is the first step to escaping depression and rediscovering excitement in the bedroom. The Natural Revival Roadmap. Sexual health is a mirror reflecting overall health. If health is poor, satisfaction will be very difficult to find. To revive vitality, focus on fundamental maintenance instead of temporary solutions. Pillar 1. Exercise for blood circulation. Sexual health isn't actually just about the act itself. It starts with something very fundamental: blood circulation. When blood circulates well, the body receives sufficient oxygen and nutrients, making erections firmer, desire more natural, and cardiovascular health stronger. Because when the heart is healthy, sexual function is more sustainable. How much exercise is enough? No need for heavy workouts. Aim for about 150 minutes per week, distributed daily from 10 to 30 minutes with activities like walking, swimming, cycling, yoga, or Tai Chi. For simple daily exercises, you can start with walking to reduce stress and strengthen your heart. Swimming is an excellent choice to increase endurance with minimal pressure on joints. Calf raises are also very effective. You just need to stand holding a chair, raise your heels up and down to pump blood back from your legs to your heart better. And don't forget deep breathing and joint rotations to awaken the body and facilitate blood circulation more easily. However, if those full body exercises we just discussed play the role of making the pump work efficiently to circulate blood throughout the body, there's still one final piece missing for you to truly hold and control that power where it's needed most. That's when we need to mention a small group of muscles located deep inside that men often forget for many years, but which serves as the control center for both your urinary system and sexual function. Pelvic floor exercises for men over 65. Small, slow, but extremely important. When crossing age 65, many men begin to experience embarrassing issues. Urination is no longer reliable. Coughing or sneezing becomes a concern. Erections are no longer stable, and the feeling of controlling your body just isn't what it used to be. What few people know is that many of these problems aren't due to age, but rather to a small group of muscles that have been neglected for many years. Those are the pelvic floor muscles. What are pelvic floor muscles, and why do older men need to exercise them? The pelvic floor muscles are a group of muscles located deep inside that support the bladder, prostate gland, and bowel. When this muscle group weakens, you'll experience difficulty controlling urination, easy leakage when coughing, laughing, or lifting heavy objects, difficulty maintaining erections, and poor ejaculation control. The good news is these muscles can be exercised at any age, and that exercise is called Kegel exercises for men. Finding the right muscles, the most important step. Before exercising, you need to make sure you're contracting the right muscles, not your abdomen, buttocks, or thighs. There are two very simple ways to identify the pelvic floor muscles. The first way is while urinating. Try to stop the urine flow midstream. The muscle group that helps you do this is the pelvic floor muscles. The second way is to try holding in gas. The muscle you use to hold it is the pelvic floor muscles. Once you've identified them, you don't need to practice while urinating anymore. Just remember that contraction feeling. How to do Kegels correctly for men over 65. Step 1 is choosing the easiest position. When starting out, it's best to practice lying on your back. When you're more comfortable, you can practice sitting, standing, or even walking while exercising. Step 2 is performing one Kegel repetition. One Kegel repetition consists of 3 steps. First, tighten the pelvic floor muscles, as if you're holding urine or holding gas. Next, hold for 3 seconds. And finally, relax completely for 3 seconds. That's one repetition. At first, just do a few repetitions. Don't force it. When the muscles get stronger, you'll be able to hold longer and feel it more clearly. Step 3 is maintaining proper technique and not straining the wrong areas. This is a mistake many people make, straining the abdomen, squeezing the buttocks, contracting the thighs, and holding your breath. All of these are wrong. When doing Kegels, you only contract the pelvic floor muscles. Keep your abdomen, buttocks, and thighs relaxed. Breathe normally, don't hold your breath. Doing fewer repetitions correctly is better than doing many incorrectly. How much is enough? A simple and safe goal for people over 65 is 3 times daily, 10 repetitions each time. You don't need to do them all at once. You can break them up throughout the day. The most important thing isn't quantity, but consistency. Making Kegel a daily habit. You don't need to set aside special time to exercise. Integrate Kegels into your daily routine. Do 1 set while brushing your teeth, do 1 set after urinating, and contract your pelvic floor muscles before and after coughing, sneezing, laughing out loud, or lifting heavy objects. During these moments, your body experiences the highest abdominal pressure, and Kegels help you actively control it. What if you're not sure you're doing it right? This is completely normal. Many people aren't sure if they're contracting the right muscles or just straining the wrong areas. If you find that you're practicing but not improving, or you can't clearly feel the pelvic floor muscles, don't hesitate to seek out a doctor or health consultant. They can help you identify the correct muscles, adjust your technique, and exercise more effectively and safely. Pillar 2, natural food support. Beet juice is considered a superfood for blood vessels. It contains natural nitrates that convert to nitric oxide, dilating blood vessels and improving circulation. You should use 5 to 8.5 fluid ounces daily. Pomegranate juice is compared to natural Viagra. Powerful antioxidants in pomegranate protect nitric oxide from destruction, support lowering blood pressure, and improve erectile dysfunction. Additionally, there are other foods like dark leafy greens, watermelon containing L-citrulline, garlic, and nuts like almonds and walnuts that all help blood vessels stay flexible. Pillar 3. Bridging the gap. Reconnecting through feelings. The pain of being abandoned at home can heal if you change your mindset. Satisfaction doesn't necessarily always involve penetration. Redefine intimacy. Hugging, caressing, and deep kisses all create connection without pressure. Listening without judgment is also very important. When your wife speaks, don't rush to fix or advise. Ask gently, "How are you feeling?" instead of, "Why are you like this?" A statement like, "I know this is hard for you," will help your wife feel much less alone. Touch matters more than words. A long enough hug, holding hands while sitting together, reminds her, you are still loved. Intimacy starts from feeling safe, not from desire. Sharing with your wife is also necessary. Menopause isn't just your wife's issue. share household chores, learn about menopause together so she doesn't feel like she's fighting alone, and pressure-free sexuality. If there's dryness, use lubricating gel and adjust the pace. The goal is to touch, to be close, not to climax. Be patient when she's tired. Pillar 4, selective medical intervention. When natural methods fail, consider effective medical solutions. First is checking testosterone. If it's too low, hormone replacement can significantly improve energy and sleep. Second is addressing medication side effects. Discuss with your doctor to adjust blood pressure or antidepressant medications that are affecting sexual function. The final message I want to send you: sex life after 65 isn't a luxury dream, but an active choice. Don't let social prejudices or worries about your body's betrayal make you withdraw into the darkness of loneliness. Remember, each morning walk, each glass of beet juice, or a sincere hug for your partner are precious bricks building a brilliant and vibrant old age. You absolutely have the right and ability to enjoy this intimacy as long as you dare to start changing from the smallest things. If you find today's sharing about blood circulation, natural nutrition, and bridging the gap truly valuable, please help me spread this message. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss in-depth videos about men's health and physiology. Your support by liking and sharing this video to friends of your generation is the greatest motivation for me to continue bringing practical and reliable health solutions. Now, I have a question for you. What will be your first step after this video? A walk or a heartfelt conversation with your partner? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to listen and learn from you.